Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you a bit about how I see this channel developing for the future. So, the idea of this channel is for me to share the knowledge that I've gained through both my work life and my personal life with you so that you can learn more about programming and analytics. The idea of this channel is that you are either a complete beginner looking to gain some knowledge and then develop your knowledge further, or whether you are a sort of a beginner to intermediate level and you're looking to develop your knowledge even further, or whether you are an intermediate level looking for a refresh in bits of information, here and there, just to solidify your knowledge. And the idea behind this is that you go from this level and you feel ready to take on the more advanced levels of programming. These tutorials are designed to be more of a simple walkthrough where I explain line by line what each of the parts of the code does and how it relates to the entire piece of code. And it's not about these where you see these videos about rushing through creating a decent code as quickly as possible, where you see that online, where you see people programming games such as Snake and trying to beat another person who's done it in less than 10 minutes, let's say. So I saw one recently where someone's done it in 8 minutes and they're trying to beat someone who's done it in 10 minutes. These people clearly have a really great knowledge and advanced level of programming. However, I feel as though their explanations, they're too busy rushing through to explain what they're doing. And hopefully, through my detailed walkthroughs and through watching my simple walkthroughs, you can understand what they are talking about, and you can then watch their tutorials and their videos and understand what they're trying to go through quickly. So before I move on, I just want to say a huge thank you. I hit 500 subscribers a few weeks ago, and I'm already almost at the 600 mark. And I can only say that's thanks down to you subscribing and interacting and creating a really great community and posting questions when you have any. And yeah, just keep it up, and thank you so much. So currently, the situation of the YouTube channel is that I have lots and lots and lots of Python tutorials of varying quality. So if you go back a year ago and compare it to what I posted like a month ago, you can see that there's a big difference in quality. For example, a year ago I didn't zoom in and you could barely see the code on a couple of things. And so what I really need to do is actually redo that tutorial and zoom in so you can see things clearly and maybe even explain things a bit better on some occasions. And this is exactly the same with Excel tutorials. So you may not even be aware of this, but I have done lots of Excel tutorials previously. And if you go way back to like 2 years ago, where I thought this would just be a fun Excel thing to do, this channel, you can see that I have done some Excel tutorials, but the sound is not great. The text and the numbers, you can't really see that properly. And sometimes the explanations are lacking. So I really need to redo those as well and post some new stuff. So in the future, I plan to continue to do Python tutorials on new things that I haven't yet covered to help further expand your knowledge. But also, I want to redo some of the older Python tutorials where the code cannot be seen clearly, or whether the explanations were lacking. And I also want to add some new Excel tutorials into the mix, as well as redoing some of the old Excel tutorials. And how I see this working is that maybe 1 week I do a Python tutorial, and then the next week I do an Excel tutorial. Or maybe I do 2 tutorials in 1 week, 1 Python and 1 Excel. It purely depends on the time I have available during the week. And then on top of Python and Excel, I also want to do some tutorials on scripting. For example, what is scripting? And then I want to run through a few code examples of scripting. And then in the future beyond that, once I've done Python and some Excel and some scripting, maybe we can get onto more sort of analytical softwares such as Tableau and Spotfire. So that's how I see this sort of channel developing for the future, as well as continuing to do Python, Excel, and scripting. And also, added to that, I also want to do some tutorial, some videos on sort of common threads, common questions that the people are asking me. And I want then so that people can have their questions answered in the videos, and then I can explain purely based upon what people are asking and where people are getting stuck. And on that, please do keep sending the questions in. Send them to my email address and keep it up. I really have got some really great questions over the past few months, and I really enjoy the engagement. I really enjoy the sort of comments. So keep it up and keep engaged. And apologies if I don't answer your questions. And what you're about to see are two very poor reasons why I haven't answered your questions. So firstly, I am getting more and more questions coming in, both as comments and as emails. And it's just going to take me a bit longer to work through them, that's all. But just to make you aware. And number two is I am often working long hours at my day job, and sometimes I'm working at the weekends as well. So if I don't post a tutorial that week, it's because I've got something happening. It's not because I don't want to. I really want to. I really enjoy sharing my knowledge and posting these tutorials. I think it's really great. It's just sometimes I just don't have the time. So thank you again, and keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep being engaged, and don't forget to watch, learn, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching.